the Extension Agriculture Institute, your connection to the latest agriculture and horticulture research from the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Emily Bick. I run the Field and Forage Crop Entomology Lab at UW-Madison, and today we're talking about slugs. If you suspect you have slug damage in your property, first, what you want to do is identify a slug. So slugs are mollusks. They look kind of like snails, but without their shells. They really like certain microenvironments. They like being warm. They like being in humid areas. So what you can do is check your crop for damage. It tends to cause this kind of jaggedy window pane type damage out there. And then once you think you have some slug damage, we would recommend that you set up some monitoring systems. Now, there are three main ways to monitor for slugs. The first option is setting up a shingle that is elevated a little bit off the ground with camping stakes. Now, what this does is provide a protected environment for the slug. It also increases the moisture in the air. It kind of adds a little refuge for them to go during the day. I should also say slugs tend to be out and feeding at night, so you wouldn't necessarily see them in the act, so to speak. The second option is putting a shingle, staking it into the ground with a hole dug under that shingle. And that allows the mollusks to come in and actually drop into the hole where you can easily find and retrieve them. Option number 3 is actually setting up a cup flush to the ground filled with about an inch of water. So you dig a hole, you place a plastic cup in there, fill it with a little bit of water, and then you place a shingle on top. And it works with the same principle, but it is a heck of a lot easier to retrieve and look at and identify your slugs if you do it this way. I would also recommend, so you don't lose your monitoring system, to flag your shingles like you see over here.